Sometimes it feels as though a thought you have manifests itself in the physical world. This is what happens now to Raymundo, because when he looks up, there in front of him is a shop that seems as if it hasn't changed since the 18th century, and Raymundo thinks that everyone who works there must wear periwigs and high-heeled shoes, even if they are men. The glass of the shopfront has been softened by time, which makes the morning sun shining on it look very golden and beautiful. It makes the place look welcoming, as if it could in fact be a source of sanctuary and respite. On its wooden sign, in writing that is wiggly and kind, Raymundo reads, "We sell wonderful things."
I think it's a story about these two characters having to sort of grow up too fast and deal with life's sort of wonderful awfulness in a lot of moments.
I'm just really excited to dig into that relationship where we have you and we have an audience, and you really get to talk to this audience and tell this story with this audience.
We're trying to make something that is really simple, is something like show up at any kind of venue, be it a theater or a bar or a living room, take my bag off, set up my things, and share something with everyone.
And that's why we sort of came to this story, right? Like it was a conversation partly around how beautiful the material was and how
Mm.
excited we were to dig into it, but also how important it feels in this moment, especially, to go back to the origins of storytelling where people actually see each other.
Sometimes it feels hard or you feel a little guilty making art in 2018 or like asking people to give money to art right now when you open Twitter and you're like, but look, the world outside is on fire. Like, why should I give money, or why should I concentrate on a small piece of theater? The value is in communicating with one another and empathizing and listening. And if this play can teach that, if this play can share that, particularly in a venue that isn't distancing and imposing like a traditional theater, but is instead like a living room or a library or a hospital, I think that succeeds in ways that are fundable, that are worth putting money towards.
So we're all based in different places. We all have roots in Chicago and met here, but I currently still live in Chicago. Chris is in Houston, and Jeremy is in Boston. Hence the Skype call. So we're excited by making something from afar, and there are also some moments in the next couple months where we're going to be in the same place and be building this play together. The hope is that I can be on my merry way, and these other two can join me when they can, but that Raymundo can travel to different places, can be shown here in Chicago, can be shown in Houston, can be shown in Boston, in Denver, in Brooklyn, in Milwaukee.
It is able to transfer and to move around like that because it is such a lean production, so that any dollars going towards this do have a tremendous impact, because we're not having to spend a whole lot to make this happen. We're carrying this whole thing from place to place to place. By contributing even a little bit, the ramifications of that are pretty dramatic.